Good evening and welcome to a soggy Pony Lewis field where the rains are coming down. And Morgantown has an opportunity to be the number one seed in Class AAA. Dave Wilson along with John Hallbritter tonight. Morgantown and Musselman here at Pony Lewis Field. The Mohegans come in 8-1 on the season. Last time Morgantown was number one in the big class division. That came in 2005. The second of back-to-back championships. What did I do there? Oh, turn my own headphones down. The second of back-to-back championships that season. Morgantown was on a 2-year undefeated streak. You know what? We're not going to need this lamp. Just set this over there beside you somewhere. I'm not going to turn the lights off. Down on Pony Lewis Field for this regular season finale. Morgantown can lock up the number 1 seed in Class 4A. Musselman could secure a home game in the first round of the playoffs with a victory here tonight. Good evening and welcome to downtown Morgantown, nestled into the Morgantown High School campus. Pony Lewis Field. Dave Wilson and John Hallbrenner. And John, about 5 minutes ago, the skies cut loose. We got a full-on toad strangler here in the pregame before Morgantown and Musselman tonight.
Yeah, I guess it's payback for those first 9 weeks of beautiful weather, or 10 weeks of beautiful weather. What are we going to do? We're going to play football.
That's right, and these are two teams love to run the ball. Musselman comes in running their version of the single wing.
Yeah, they do. They're run heavy. They're similar to Bridgeport, not exactly the same thing, but their main focus is running the football.
Morgantown obviously comes in. We've talked about Air Bizer all year long, but it's not really been Air Bizer. It's Air Bizer with a whole lot of the run game out of that spread, and it starts with Maddox Twig. Work in Isaiah Thompson, Zayden Lockett, threats you've got to watch out for as well.
Yeah, it still does, and they do a really nice job of taking advantage of situations. They do kind of what Bridgeport does, except they do it better and more often, and that's take advantages of throwing the ball deep, going over the top. They take their opportunities, and as you say, they have Twig, who is a special athlete as a sophomore, very accurate with his throws, and he makes his offense go for them.
And we probably have not talked enough about this Morgantown defense this year, John, coming into the ball game today, giving up about 10 points per game on the year. You got to go back to 2004, 2005 Morgantown defenses to find that kind of performance.
Yeah, this is a really good defensive team. Last week they had everybody healthy and got people back in their normal positions, and they really showed you what they could do in shutting down a very high explosive University High team. They're very good at tackling. They're very physical. That front seven is as good as anything, and they can get pressure on the quarterback, and we really haven't given them enough credit throughout the year.
It is senior night here at Pony Lewis Field. A whole slew of seniors honored before the game, and they would like to end the regular season and secure that number 1 seed going into the playoffs. We'll hear from the head coach himself, Sean Bizer. The Morgantown Mohegans will join us when we return. It's Morgantown and Musselman in the season finale, regular season finale, right here on the Voice of Morgantown, WAJR.
Big this fall with GoMart. Every Saturday through the end of October, GoMart Rewards members earn triple points on all purchases. And while you rack up on rewards points, be sure to scan the QR code in-store for more ways to win. Each scan is a chance to score the ultimate tailgating package with a $200 GoMart gift card, tailgating supplies, and more. GoMart is your hookup for the football season. Visit the GoMart app or GoMart.com to learn more. GoMart is the official convenience store of WVU Athletics.
Mountaineer Challenge Academy graduates. Specialized free training programs are available for you. Learn more at wvjobchallengeprogram.org. Another challenge for a better future.
Nothing quite like a homemade meal from Tudor's Biscuit World. We use real buttermilk to craft our delicious biscuits, one batch at a time, and serve them with our signature platters. Here, you will taste the freshness in every bite, from our classic breakfast sandwiches to favorites like our breakfast wraps. Every meal brings a taste of simpler times. Whether it's tailgating or an office event, let Tudor's do the cooking. Visit tudorscatering.com for all your catering needs.
Everything begins with water. From our cool mountain springs to the winding streams working their way through the hills and into our rivers. Just like water, progress starts small, with a vision, a plan, and an impactful project. Because when we invest in the foundation...
2 bold new flavors, available for a limited time at Gino's Pizza and Spaghetti House.
I love about Mark. How much time do you have?
Back and better than ever. Experience the excitement and creativity at the 23rd Annual Refashion Show, returning to the Huntington Mall runway on November 22nd. Enter themes like cosplay, newspaper challenge, and the shopping challenge, transforming reused and recycled materials into fashion masterpieces. Open to all ages, and you could win up to $500 in cash prizes. It's fashion, it's fun, it's sustainability and style. For more information and contest rules, visit wvrecycles.org.
It has slacked off quite a bit from where it was about 10 minutes ago. Temperatures not too bad for this time of year, in the 50s. Could be talking about snow on Monday, by the way. But rain is going to be a factor throughout the ball game tonight. Wind also could be a factor, steady at 11 miles an hour, gusting up to 27 miles per hour. Pre-game weather, a service of Advanced HVAC and Plumbing, keeping your home cozy year-round. Morgantown's residential HVAC and plumbing leader for over 20 years, online at advancedheatingandcooling.info. All right, John, Morgantown in the all-blue, Musselman in the all-white. Captains are out at midfield. Let's talk about keys to a Morgantown victory tonight.
Well, first one, Morgantown needs to start fast. You're coming off an emotional game last week against your crosstown rival. You win that one, then you got to get back up and play the following week. They need to come out fast so they get that out of their mind and can get that going. Next, they need to play assignment football on defense. This single wing look is different. It's hard to practice against for 1 week. It's very difficult, but they have had this kind of thing in the past with playing Bridgeport, so that's the other thing. See that? And then secure the ball tonight. Ball's going to be wet. Get used to that. Don't turn the ball over.
Morgantown will get the football first. Musselman has won the toss and elected to defer. Kickoffs brought to you by Vision Homes. Building custom homes in the area for families over 30 years. Ask visionhomes.com and see how easy it is to build a house you're proud to call home. Dave Wilson, John Hallbretter. Morgantown coming off the 21-0 win in the Mohawk Bowl last week. Musselman comes into tonight's ball game. The Applemen off a 44-0 win over Washington High School in the Eastern Panhandle. This is a team that started the year 1-4 and has won 3 of its last 4 ball games in the second half of the season. No Carter Cooper tonight. He was sick today. He's out. He's on the sidelines, but he is out tonight for the Mohegans. So Jaden Smalls will be back deep to return for Morgantown. Owen Young is back there as well. Musselman will kick left to right on a rainy Friday night to wrap up the regular season here in Morgantown. Dave Wilson, John Hallbretter with you. If you're watching on the Metro News television app tonight, that is courtesy of the Press Box 4 production crew.
Best in the business.
So the Applemen have it teed up and ready to go. Kicking off for Musselman will be Eric Hugas, a sophomore. He approaches, and a high wobbling kick is going to go into the end zone over the head of Zayden Lockett, and Morgantown will start at the 25. Maddox Twig, the sophomore, will lead Morgantown. 1,200 yards passing this year, 13 touchdowns, 4 interceptions for the Mohegans across the front. That's Blake Buffington, Drew Stahara, Jacob Woodall, Cole Park, and Braden Parks. Jaden Smalls, Zayden Lockett will see time in the backfield. Owen Young, Tanzer George are your wide receivers. Isaiah Thompson will start in the backfield, Morgantown's leading rusher. He's to the right of Twig in the gun and early movements. Musselman jumping early will give Morgantown a free 5.
And we see that a lot. Teams don't see Morgantown, then Morgantown goes to that quick put the hand down, but they do it all the time, so it's nothing unusual, but we'll take the quick 5.
So 1st and 5 from the 25-yard line. Twig in the gun, now an empty backfield. 3 receivers to his right, 1 left. Motions Blunt. Twig on the keeper, goes right up the middle, gets up in it as he crosses the 25, gets to the 28-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Yeah, good tackle by Musselman. Linebacker dives down in front, able to get Twig off his feet.
Twig on the season has rushed for 503 yards, 8 touchdowns for Morgantown. He's in the gun by himself. Trip receivers to the right, 1 left. The H-back is Blunt. Take the snap, give it to Blunt. Running buck sweep to the far side. And Musselman does a pretty good job stringing it out. Blunt finally gets those shoulders square, pushes his way out to the 30, and it's a 1st down for the Mohegans.
Yeah, not a lot of running room early on, but Blunt does a nice job. Usually squared the soldiers' shoulders and picks up the 1st down.
Got the 2 yards. 1st and 10 Mohegans at the 30. First drive of the ball game. Blunt on the season hasn't run the ball much, but no Cooper, so he's getting the start in that H-back position tonight. Blunt comes in motion, right to left, and we're going to have flags and false start on the Mohegans. There's the inexperience of Blunt at H-back. Twig was trying to set him in motion, John, and as he insisted to go in motion, one of the linemen hunched.
And it's it's stuff we worry about not being as crisp. You really worry about that deflation from the last week's emotional win. Can they get their head in the game and get this thing going?
So Twig in the gun once again. Blunt, the H-back, right of the formation, motions, fake the handoff to him. Twig will spin upfield back to the original line of scrimmage, and we've got a penalty flag back around the 23, 24-yard line.
Well, this is going to be holding on Morgantown.
So the Mohegans in reverse after picking up that 1st down.
And that's, last week that was some of the things that derailed some drives and some scores is untimely holding penalties.
So that will move the football back to the 15-yard line. And Morgantown had a couple touchdowns called back last week on penalties.
Yeah, they did. And I watched some of the film, and one holding was there. I haven't found the other one.
So make it 1st and a mile now for the Mohegans. Back at their own 15. Twig in the gun, takes the handoff, give it to Thompson running right tackle, and he's corralled at the line of scrimmage. So he gets a yard, if that. It'll be 2nd and still a mile.
Yeah, Musselman has a lot of people in the box. Good opportunity.
Thompson off to his left hip. Blunt is a slot receiver along with 2 others to the left. 1 receiver right for the Mohegans on 2nd and 29. Twig calls for the snap to give us to Thompson. He bumps into his own guard and can only get a couple of yards out to the 14. Gain of 3, 3rd and a mile.
Yeah, difficult. Really not much running room early on up front. Now you don't want to make any mistakes here.
Opening drive of the game, Morgantown picked up a first down, and then penalties have driven the Mohegans back inside their own 15-yard line. They're at the 14, need to get to the 40 to move the sticks. Twig in the gun, Thompson off his right, hit 3 receivers left the wide side of the field. Shotgun snap back, Twig looks to throw, now he's going to tuck it and run. Twig out across the 20, gets out to the 24, but well short of the line to gain, and Morgantown will punt it away on its first drive of the ball game.
Yeah, just a safe play call there. Get them out from back of the end zone, playing a little field position here. See if Twig can get off a decent punt to kind of flip the field a little bit after the disastrous offensive series.
Twig will punt it away. Back deep to return is Corday Bunny for Musselman. Twig under pressure, gets it away. High kick. Going to hit around midfield, pops straight in the air, and takes a Musselman bounce to the 49-yard line. And that's where the Applemen will begin their first series. No score, 8:31 to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, kind of a lackluster start on the offense. Hopefully that's not the same MO for the defense. Like I say, worry about that letdown after last week's emotional win. You got a team coming in that's 4-5, and maybe you don't take them as seriously as you should. And then the rain's kind of kept the rowdies away, so they're going to have to stay together as a team and try and get themselves ready.
Musselman runs the old single wing. They'll line up. Colton Shelton, one of the leading rushers in the backfield. He gets the first carry, crosses midfield, gets down to the 46-yard line. Picks up 5 on first down.
Yeah, nothing fancy. A lot of people up front, puts a lot of people in the box.
Zach Miller is sort of your quarterback. Deshaun Lewis, Colton Shelton. Nate Lazier, the leading rusher, is out tonight, and so is the starting center, Owen Boyce. Bunny is the lone receiver. He'll go split wide left. On 2nd and 5 from the Morgantown 46-yard line. Snap is back. Shelton will take it. He'll go over left guard, and he will bowl his way across the 45 down to around the 43-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short for Musselman.
Yeah, just, a little bit, just power football, a little bit like Bridgeport in that single wing. Just, we're going to come straight at you. Can you stop us? And probably 4-down territory for them here. So see what Morgantown can muster up to see if they can shut it down.
3rd and about 2 here for Musselman, as the rain has picked up once again. Bunny is out. Everybody is in the box. And that's single wing formation. Snap back on the ground. We've got flags flying.
Probably going to get
and it's procedure on Musselman. Back them up 5. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Now, if you're Morgantown, that's what you're hoping for, because when teams run an offense like this, you want to get them in 3rd and long, because they average 3-4 yards a carry. So if they have 4th and 3, it gives them something to think about.
3rd and about 7 here for the Applemen. Everybody in tight, all the bigs. You've got Shelton in the backfield along with Jaden Ryan. Now they'll shift around. The snap comes back. Miller will give it to Shelton. Shelton trying to work off left tackle, and he'll pick his way down to the 46-yard line. So it'll be 4th down, about 5 here for the Applemen with 6:48 to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, good job of the defense. Tried that little wing back reverse. Morgantown did a good job of staying at home, and now it looks like Musselman will maybe attempt to go for it.
Kane Williams in on the stop. He missed a couple of games in the middle portion of the season. Good to have him back in the lineup. So 4th down. This looks like the Musselman punt formation. They only drop Ryan back about 8 yards. He'll take the snap. Morgantown has nobody back deep guarding against the fake. Punt away, and it's going to hit inside the 15, take a little bit of a left turn, and be down around the 16-yard line. Morgantown and Musselman exchange punts on their opening drives. Mohegans get it back. 6:11 to go, first quarter, no score.
Yeah, good job by the defense. You can see how that penalty hurt them. They're really not built to get 3rd and long, and Morgantown forces a punt and see if they can do better on their second offensive possession.
So spot the football down. Morgantown will start at its 16. Penalties crushed the Mohegans on that first series. Power pistol look for the Mohegans this time. They give to Thompson over right side, and he's tripped up as he gets ahead for 2 to the 18.
Yeah, a little different running look there out of the power pistol. See if they can get an ISO block up front.
2nd and 8 for the Mohegans. Keeling will check out. They'll get Kelton Blunt back in the lineup. He'll go out wide left along with George Young. And the other receiver split wide right is Tanzer George. Twig from the gun takes the shotgun snap, looks to throw quickly near side, has Blunt on the out route at the 20. He's able to get up across the 25 and near the first down. Pulled down from behind by the cornerback Logan Henderson. It's a first down for the Mohegans out to the 26.
Yeah, just a little tight cross there between the two Morgantown players. But Blunt's able to make the catch and pick up the first down.
Second first down of the game for the Mohegans, out to the 26-yard line. Into the boundary is Tanzer George. Twins go wide right this time for Twig in the gun. Thompson in the backfield. Blunt motions behind the quarterback. Snap back, give to Thompson. He'll go straight up the middle between the center and guard and get a yard maybe. Not a lot of room in the middle of that defense. In on the stop, the linebacker Deshaun Lewis.
Yeah, right now Musselman's winning the line of scrimmage. No real holes for any of the backs to get through.
I'll call it no gain. 2nd and 10 from the 26. 4:42 first quarter. No score yet between Morgantown and Musselman. Twig is in the gun. Thompson off his right. 3 receivers wide right. Shotgun snap back. Twig rolling right. Fires. Has his man. That's Owen Young. He has the first down across the 35. Out to the 40 and finally ridden out of bounds on the far sideline at the 44.
Yeah, good job. Cleared everybody out by going deep, then come back in underneath. Wide open out into the flat. Easy first down.
18-yard pickup and a first down for the Mohegans, who are right back on the football. Twig in the shotgun once again. Takes the shotgun snap. The give is to Thompson, and he is upended after a yard. Feels like he is one step away. We say that a lot about Isaiah Thompson, John, but if he can just get through that initial surge, there's nobody behind him.
Yeah, they've got everybody tight. They're running man and everybody tight in the box. So if he gets, you said, if he can get by one guy, he's into the next level. There's no safety in the middle of the field.
2nd and 9 from the 45. Twig motions Blunt right to left, twin receivers left. Twig fakes the pass, goes to run, eludes one tackler, and will dance by a couple of more, but he'll only get 2. Out to the 47, it'll be 3rd and 7.
Yeah, just some missed blocking assignments going on up front. They're going to need to make some adjustments. A little quick change there on the offensive line as Robinson goes out for a play.
So 3rd and 7, Morgantown needing to get the football down to the Musselman 46. 3:09 to go in a quick-moving first quarter. Twiggs in the gun, Thompson in the backfield, Twins left, 1 receiver right on 3rd and 7. Twig calls for the snap, takes it, drops back, has time, still looking downfield. He throws and the pass is intercepted. Colton Shelton, the linebacker, steps in the way. Now the ball pops free. It's loose on the turf out at midfield. The Mohegans believe they have got it back. The officials sorting it out, and Morgantown will get the football and a first down at midfield.
Yeah, once again, Twig did this last week too, trying to do too much as he gets under pressure and then makes a bad decision, throws the ball in the middle of the field. It's picked off by one of the linebackers that dropped back in, but he fumbled it, and Morgantown's able to get it, and they should get a first down, as you said, and start the drive over.
Yeah, so there was a clear change of possession. This drive now begins at the Musselman 49-yard line after the interception. Morgantown with the football. Twig in the gun, Twins wide left, 1 receiver into the far boundary. Thompson is in the backfield on 1st and 10. Blunt motions across the formation. They'll give it to him, running the sweep to the near side. He's got a hole. Blunt cuts at the 45, inside the 40, and he's off to the races, sprinting down the numbers. Kelton Blunt inside the 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Mohegans. Kelton Blunt got to the outside, and he goes 49 yards, and Morgantown dents the scoreboard with 2:34 to go here in the first.
Yeah, finally some good blocking on the outside. They had eight guys in the box. They got the wide receivers blocked, a little bit of room for Blunt to get out. And then once he got to the next level, he was able to get by everybody and a quick score.
Kelton Blunt's first touchdown of the season comes in the regular season finale. So extra points, no gimme tonight. Mentioned the wind. It's pretty steady at about 11 miles an hour, although you're kicking into the closed end of the field here. It'll be Aiden Petsko on to attempt the extra point. Matthew Hinneggy is the holder for the left-footed kicker. Snap is down. The kick is up, and it is good. 2:34 to go first quarter. Morgantown 7, Musselman nothing. You're listening to Mohegan Football on the voice of Morgantown, WAJR. What did I say? Drive down 7-0. Look, this is a Musselman football team, John, that beat Wheeling Park early in the season, got that win over Wheeling Park 21-14 on the island, and really was playing right with Martinsburg up until halftime. And then Martinsburg does what we've seen Martinsburg do so many times. You hit some big plays in the second half and pull away. So this is certainly a Musselman team that is a formidable final season finale opponent.
No, it really is. And the one thing that they can't afford to do is go down a couple scores, because they're not built to play from behind by too many scores. We were all kind of shocked when they beat Wheeling Park at the Island. That's a hard thing to do. They're able to do that. And you said they hung by Musselman, with Martinsburg. So they're certainly still not out of this thing.
So they'll line up in that single wing formation. Snap comes back. This will be Miller on the carry, and he will burrow his way in behind the big line and get ahead for 3, maybe 4 yards. Second down.
Yeah, it's a clock churning offense.
Zach Miller had a touchdown pass last week. He's the quarterback, if that's what you want to call him, in this type of offense. He's in the backfield along with Shelton. They take the snap. It'll be the up back this time. That's Deshaun Lewis, and Lewis is ahead for 2 to the 41, and a late penalty flag comes flying in.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's going to be a personal foul on the Mohegans. Face mask. Well, the penalties, John, are becoming an issue for Morgantown. Last week against University, this week against Musselman. Already here in the first quarter, that is penalty number 4, and that's a big one.
Yeah, that's your opportunity there. You're going to have another 3rd and 4 opportunity to get them off the field. Now you put them in 4-down territory with a first down on your side of the field.
Ball is spotted at the Mohegan 43. 1st and 10, Musselman. 1:42 to go first quarter. Mohegans have a 7-0 lead. Single wing formation. Snap is back. It'll be to Miller. He'll go right up the middle, and he'll run into Kane Williams, who will bring him down after a gain of 3. 2nd and 7.
Yeah, you can just see Miller looking for a hole to get through, trying to get through that to the next level, because Morgantown, as you would expect, has a lot of people in the box as well.
Second down, 7 from the Morgantown 40. Ball right at the X on the 40-yard line. This time they'll spread the field a little bit. 2 receivers go left, 1 right. Miller in a traditional shotgun look. Check it. That's Shelton. He takes the snap. He'll go straight up the middle, and no place to run. Zavon Shipman, Kane Williams, Chase Travis in on the tackle. It'll be 3rd and about 7 to go.
Yeah, good job up front again. Once again, getting that 3rd and long. That's the down you want him in.
Brooks King also in on the stop. King, the sophomore, 6 tackles a week ago and a sack against University. Ball just touching the 39 of Morgantown on 3rd and about 7. Ryan is in the backfield. in that shotgun position. He'll take the snap, trying to run it to the outside. He has a hole for a moment, quickly closes up as he gets down around the 35-yard line. There's Williams once again in on another stop for the Mohegans. It'll be 4th down and 2.
Yeah.
And that is the end of the first quarter. A quick first quarter with both teams keeping it on the ground, but Morgantown has the advantage. A 49-yard Kelton-Blott touchdown run. And after one, it's Morgantown 7, Musselman nothing on the voice of Morgantown, WAJR.
Notifications, emails, texts. These are all distractions. They take your attention away from the road, away from stoplights, sudden braking, and unexpected hazards. Distracted driving is dangerous to you and others. And if you're caught with a phone in your hand, it will cost you a minimum of $100, or even worse, it could cost a life. Keep yourself and others safe on the road. Put the phone away or pay. This message is brought to you by the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
Mountaineer Challenge Academy graduates. Specialized free training programs are available for you. Learn more at wvjobchallengeprogram.org. Another challenge for a better future.
I was thinking, did somebody see lightning?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
This is the 2000 state championship team here at Morgantown being honored tonight on a rainy Friday night here in Morgantown. You remember that team? You were here.
I was. It was a good football team. That might have been the one when Coach McNew said at the beginning of the season that they can just give me the trophy.
It's got to be a good feeling when you know you've got that kind of firepower going into a year.
I remember we were Buchanan, and he said they can just give me the trophy. I'm like, really? And he's like, yep. I said, okay, let's go.
So they break up the reunion down in the far end zone, and here comes a big play for Musselman. It's 4th and 2, needing to get to the Morgantown 33-yard line. Shelton is in the backfield. He's got Deshaun Lewis and up back in front of him. 2 receivers wide right, 1 left. 4th and 2. Shelton brings a man in motion left to right. They'll give it to him on the handoff, and he'll get the first down, or pretty darn close to it, at the 33. Going to depend on the spot. It was Marion Warren on the carry.
Yeah, it depends on which official gets the spot. Because the one coming from this side was a first down. The one coming from the other was not.
Boy, it looked like, John, when that hole initially opened up, that Warren was going to be able to get that first down easily, but the Morgantown defense swarmed, and it is close. They're going to, well,
can't see it yet.
They're going to give him first down. They're going to measure this.
They're going to measure it.
It's close, and I cannot see the football.
Well, I can now see it. Dude, I think it's short, but this is at a hard angle. It's really close.
They stretch it out. They look. They're still looking. And it's Morgantown football by a hair. Boy, that's about as close as you can get without picking up the first down. What a stop by the Morgantown defense.
Yeah, it really was. And decent, that's about where he landed. It was going to be close, but didn't know it was going to be that close. So Morgantown defense gets the stop and opportunity to go up 2 scores.
So Morgantown will take over up 7-0 at its own, well, just shy of the 33-yard line. Twig is in the shotgun. Thompson off to his left. Receivers either way on first down. Fakes the handoff, looks to throw. Got the quick slant far side. Catch made by Jaden Smalls. He turns upfield on the far sidelines. He'll have 11 out to the 44-yard line, and it's a first down for Morgantown.
Yeah, and that's Musselman's daring them to do that. They're doing the same thing University High did last week. They went man up. They've got no safeties at the top of the field. They got 8 people in the box, and get it into your athletes' hands and see if they can make a play.
1st and 10, Mohegans out to the 44. Twins go right this time. Owen Young is wide right. Smalls is in the slot. Blunt the H-back left. He'll come in motion, and now we've got a penalty flag. It'll be procedure on Morgantown.
Yeah, I don't think he liked how he went in motion. No. Okay. The tight end lined up offsides?
Tight end Donovan Aerosmith evidently lined up offsides. Okay.
Yeah.
We got a pretty good look at this from this angle. So 1st and 15. That's Lockett in motion this time. They give a straight up the middle to Thompson, and he breaks 3. Thompson across midfield and inside the 40. Thompson, the 25, 35 and 30, and finally ridden down from behind down to the 25-yard line. And there was that step we've been talking about. Isaiah Thompson getting loose, and Morgantown quickly on the football.
Yeah, once again, they finally got him blocked up front, and we've been saying, they're playing a 53. They have 8 in the box. If you can get anybody blocked, there's no safety back there to help. So once you get to that next level, there's a lot of green in front of you.
35-yard carry for Thompson. 1st and 10, Mohegans. Rain picking up once again down at the 26 of Musselman. Lockett in motion this time, left to right. The give is to Thompson, up the middle again. No, that's a keeper by Twig. He's able to get free from 2 defenders in the backfield, and somehow he gets back near the line of scrimmage. He was wrapped up by 2 defenders, John, and somehow squiggled out of that.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to get sacked for a loss. He took a couple big hits as he was going through that, but was able to break free and come up with no gain. Pretty amazing.
2nd and 10. Faked me out. I thought Thompson was ready to break free again. At the 26-yard line, Twins go wide right this time. Lockett and H-back left. Thompson off the right, hit up of Twig. Lockett motions left to right. This time it is Thompson left side, and Thompson finds a seam to get across the 25 and down to the 23-yard line. Ball came out late, but Thompson was clearly down. 3rd down.
Yeah, side judge pointing to the ground that he was down.
Gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 7 to go.
And with the weather conditions, you would expect this is 2-down territory, 4-down territory.
Yeah, well, gusty winds and rain. Trips go left, 1 receiver right this time. Twig takes the snap, swings it out to the left side. Smalls makes the catch in the flat. He's ahead, has the 1st down, dragging a defender inside the 15, down around the 12. It'll be 1st down for the Mohegans.
That's 3 or 4.
At least 3.
At least 3. One of them was the kick or the punt return that didn't score, but got down to like the 4.
Had a couple of touchdowns called back on penalties last week. 1 here in the 2nd quarter. 8:48 to go in the first half. Morgantown 7-0 after that score comes off the board. So back the football up to the 17, 18-yard line. Twig in the gun. Twins right, 1 left. Blunt in motion. Twig takes the snap, trying to get to the edge. He's got it. Twig splits a couple of defenders. Jukes at the 10. Bounces off a man at the 5. He's in. Touchdown. Maddox Twig says, all right, we'll go from 18 yards out. And Morgantown now increases the lead.
Yeah, great run by Twig there. Nice move down around the 5 to cut back inside and get in the end zone. Just kind of shows what kind of athlete he is. And when he gets out in the open field, he actually looks like a running back as opposed to a quarterback.
Mohegans will swing the line into place, and the lefty Petsko will line up the extra point. Out of the hold of Henneke. Snap on the money, as is the kick. 8:41 to go, 2nd quarter. Morgantown now leads Musselman 14-0. You're listening to Mohegan Football on the voice of Morgantown, WAJR. Maddox Twig gets a touchdown taken off the board on a penalty, and he scores on the very next play. An 18-yard touchdown run. Morgantown leads it 14-0 here with 8:41 to go in the first half. Petsko approaches, and he kicks this high and short. Going to be fielded at about the 8-yard line. Up across the 15, 20, out to the 25, and that's where Musselman will begin with 8:36 to go in the first half, trailing Morgantown 14-0.
Yeah, pretty important drive for Musselman. As we said, their offense is not built from coming from behind, so they're going to need to see if they can find something and get some points on the board against a very, very tough defense.
Musselman put 44 on the board last week against Jefferson. Its lone loss in the second half of the season was, the loss was to Jefferson, put 44 on the board against Washington a week ago. So the Applemen have it at the 25-yard line, down 2 scores. Colton Shelton in the backfield. The snap is to Ryan. Ryan looking to turn the corner. He gets the edge. Ryan out in the open field across the 35 and 40, and finally ridden out of bounds as he gets to the 45, out to the Morgantown 46-yard line. 21 on the carry.
Yeah, good start for Musselman. And a touchdown-saving tackle out there that we're able to get to him. Couldn't see who it was.
Kane Williams in on another stop.
Yeah. He gets him before he gets going all the way down the field.
So Musselman with a first down as the football advances out to the 46-yard line. Put it on the far hash. Musselman in a single wing. Got Shelton in the backfield. Jaden Ryan to his left. Snap is back to Shelton. He'll fake a handoff and dive up the middle and get out to the 48-yard line. Picks up 2. Travis, and on stop for the Mohegans. He had 4 stops a week ago, 3 sacks on the year, and one of the offensive linemen is down. That's Fernando Ramirez, and he is the backup center who's getting the start today in place of starting center Owen Boyce.
Well, that's tough. I assume they practice a third string center, but the center's pretty key in the single wing.
So it'll be 2nd and 8 coming up when play resumes. Morgantown, number 1 in the SSAC playoff ratings this week. And the math's pretty simple. Win, and you're going to be number 1 next week.
Yep, number 1. You'll take that over, no question, based on who Huntington's playing. And Musselman with 4 additional bonus points, plus some of the other teams that will give them some points are absolutely going to finish number 1.
Huntington will play, actually tomorrow, their game got moved to tomorrow, going to play Lindsley. And here's the trouble with Lindsley. 1, you never know what you're going to get. 2, it's only AA points at the end of the day.
Yeah, they're not getting a lot of points from Lindsley, so I would guess maybe that they can stay ahead of Martinsburg, but it'll be
close because Martinsburg will play Hurricane tomorrow. Got moved because of the weather. Hurricane, not a lot of bonus points there, but you're going to get 4A points for a victory over Hurricane, so it'll be close.
Yeah, it'll be, yep. And if Morgantown wins, that's another point for Martinsburg. Point and a half, I was correct, right?
Well, yeah, I think it's still a point for the win. Point and a half. If Morgantown will get a point and a half from Martinsburg.
Oh, that's right. So it's the other way. That's
Yeah.
right. They'll get a point from Morgantown.
Morgantown lost to Martinsburg, but you get the bonus points for playing the tougher schedule, which has really benefited Morgantown this year.
Yeah, really has. They played a tough schedule, a lot of winning teams on that schedule, and they're going to get a lot of extra points for it.
All right, it looks like Ramirez is up, and he's going to get some assistance from his teammates and not putting any weight on that right leg. That's that area, John, where you, as a center, you can get rolled up on in a lot of different ways.
Yep.
A lot happening on that interior of the line.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now, how does head coach Brian Thomas shuffle that offensive line around to? He's already down 1 with Boyce out of the lineup today.
Yeah, starting to put a little weight on it, but I'm not sure that'll be enough to come back.
So reset, 2nd and 8, ball just shy of the Musselman 49-yard line. Single wing once again. This is Shelton in motion across the formation. Ryan will take the snap, sweeping to the near side. Morgantown covers it up. Jaden Smalls comes up to make the tackle. Gain of about a yard. He's shy of midfield. It'll be third down.
Yeah, good job by Smalls. He just kind of stood out there and waited for him to get there and made him turn back up inside where he had lots of help.
Jaden Smalls, 3 tackles last week, 13 on the season. The nose of the football just touching the midfield stripe on the near hash mark here. It'll be third down, and call it 6 for Musselman. 7.5 minutes to go first half. Morgantown up 14. Twins wide right this time. 1 receiver left. Miller is in the shotgun. And Brian Thomas, the head coach of the Applemen, calls a timeout. First of the half for Musselman with 7:17 to go in the second quarter. So back to the SSAC playoff ratings. Morgantown, Huntington, Martinsburg, Jefferson, another team that's benefited from the tough schedule it has played, really coming on in the second half of the season at number 4. And you got George Washington University idle tonight. Wheeling Park, Spring Mills, your top 8.
Yeah, there'll be a little bit of a shakeup in I think once we get past 3. Might have some people move, maybe not. 5, 6, 7 might move a little bit.
George Washington's playing Woodrow Wilson tonight, which is number 9. Musselman's at 10. You got Spring Mills playing, I believe, Washington this evening. So there could be some movement in that 4, 5, 6 area. Certainly going to be some movement from 9 on down based on tonight's results. But I think the top of the bracket's pretty close to being set.
Well, that's just
3rd and 6. Musselman broke the huddle with 12 guys, which last I checked you couldn't do. Snap back to Miller on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first time. Floats it downfield, and it's over his intended receiver's head, Demarion Warren. And a flag is down downfield. Are they going to call holding on Morgantown's defense?
I think that's where that flag's there, and that's what I would say it's going to be.
I mean, Warren was the only receiver in that pattern.
No. And they're going to call pass interference, not holding.
So that's another 15 and a first down for Musselman on a pass that was nowhere close to the intended receiver.
Yeah.
Not that that matters, but Morgantown penalty woes continue. So it's 1st and 10 Musselman at the Morgantown 35. Morgantown up 14-0. Shelton is in the shotgun. Twins right, 1 receiver left. That's Warren. He comes in motion, and more flags. False start on the offense. Officials must be getting paid per flag tonight.
Maybe they're getting heavy in their pocket because they're all wet.
So back it up to the 40. 1st and 15. That's the first pass attempt tonight for the Applemen. They keep it on the ground. Maybe we'll throw a couple more passes than, say, a Bridgeport would. But that's not setting the bar very high. In the single wing, Miller and Ryan are in the backfield. Shelton is the far side. Low snap. Miller fields it. Now the bobble on the handoff. Ball's loose on the turf, and I believe Morgantown has its second turnover. It does. Coming away with the football is Carson Lahoon. And the Mohegans have their second defensive takeaway.
Yeah, that was just a bad exchange from the get-go. Not sure the wingback thought he was getting the ball in his belly. It hit him on the side and just went bouncing forward. Morgantown survives the pass interference and gets another opportunity.
Miller was in the shotgun and bobbled the exchange with Shelton. So Morgantown takes over, splits a defender. It's up to midfield, and he'll be corralled 2 yards shy of the first down.
Yeah, they can do anything like that all night. They've got man coverage out there. Everybody's one-on-one. If you get somebody blocked, you're going to get some type of positive yardage as they continue to put 8 in the box.
Ball right at midfield. It'll be 3rd and 2. after the 7-yard pickup. Twig in the gun on 3rd and 2 from midfield. Lockett will motion left to right, fake the handoff to Lockett. It's Twig right up the middle, has the first down, slips by a defender at the 45, down to the 43-yard line, and it'll be a Mohegan first down and a gain of 7 on the play.
Yeah, just another read option again. Good job by Twig, finding space back up inside.
Beg your pardon, they got him down to the 38, so a gain of 12. First down, Mohegans. Snap back. The give is to Lockett, sweeping right, and he is tattooed at the 40. Blunt was out that time. Lockett was the H-back, and he got rocked by Colton Shelton coming in over the top.
Yeah, he got stood up and took a shot.
Loss of a yard, back to the 39. It'll be 2nd and 11. 5:13 to go first half. Morgantown 14, Musselman nothing. Young and Smalls are split wide left. Tanzer George is into the boundary on 2nd and 11. Thompson in the backfield, right of the shotgun quarterback Twig. Lockett, an H-back right. He motions, circles around behind the quarterback Twig, takes the snap, drops back, looks to throw, has some time, lofts it open, wide down the far side of the field. It's Jaden Smalls at the 10. Touchdown, Mohegans. Jaden Smalls wide open for his 5th touchdown of the season, and Morgantown has taken a 20-0 lead.
Yeah, that time blown coverage in the secondary. They came up into the flat. Good job by Twig as he looked to the flat, then looked to his second read, and then saw Smalls all alone going down the sideline, and easy throw and catch, and Morgantown's on the board again.
Maddox Twig, his 14th touchdown of the season. Jaden Smalls, he's had some big touchdown catches this year. Had one last week in the Mohawk Bowl. One here tonight. This kick is up, and it is good. 4:44 to go in the first half. Morgantown 21, Musselman nothing. You're listening to Mohegan Football on the voice of Morgantown, WAJR. If they had cut out the friggin' penalties.
Yeah, they got to fix that.
They're stupid penalties.
Yeah. I mean,
I didn't see the interference, did you?
No.
Maddox Twig connects with Jaden Smalls for the 5th time this season. A 39-yard touchdown pass, and the Mohegans have opened up a 21-0 lead on Musselman with 4:44 to go in the first half of play. Petsko has it teed up at the 40, puts the left foot into the football and drives it high downfield. It'll be fielded at the 5-yard line. Warren up across the 15, 20, 25, and is pulled down at about the 28-yard line. Morgantown, that defense has come up with 2 key takeaways here in the first half, John.
Yeah, they really have. And the biggest one was that after they had a turnover and were able to cause a fumble after the interception and scored after that, and then have created another one, and they've scored again. So done a good job on points off turnovers.
So the football will be at the 29-yard line to begin this drive for the Applemen, down 21-0. And a bad spot to be in for this Appleman offense that is run-oriented. 3 receivers wide right of the formation. Miller's in the shotgun. Deshaun Lewis is the up back on first down. Miller takes the snap, looking to throw. Quick pass far side. Shelton can't pull it in as he slips down on the wet turf. Incomplete, second down.
Yeah, and that's the problem. As the game goes forward, this isn't like college and pro where they have lots and lots of balls. You know, pros bring new balls out for the second half. These balls are going to get wet quickly, and they don't have that many that they're using, and they become harder to catch. They become heavier to throw.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Clock pauses at 4:34 to go in the half, and the rain still coming down steadily. Trips right, No receivers to the other side of the formation. Miller takes the snap, and he is hammered by Brooks King, the linebacker on the run blitz. Gets into the backfield. King, with his 9th tackle behind the line of scrimmage on the season, it'll be 3rd and 11.
Yeah, opportunity for the defense here. They can just kind of pin their ears back. Little corner blitz or outside backer blitz there by King.
Brooks King, just a sophomore, had a scoop and score against Hedgesville earlier this season. 3rd and 11 for Musselman. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the half. Morgantown up 21-0. And Brian Thomas, the head coach for Musselman, will call a timeout. 2nd of the half, coming up 3rd and 11. Metro News High School football power rankings presented by Tutors this week. The voters see it differently than the math. Huntington and Martinsburg, you're 1-2. Morgantown has been 3rd. That's kind of been the order all season this year.
That's
George
fair.
Washington University.
And it's fair. Huntington beat Martinsburg. Martinsburg beat Morgantown. But if things happen the way we think they're going to happen, that may or may not be how the season champion will be.
Don't get ahead of me. We've got a second half
We
to
got a
discuss
second-
some of these possibilities.
All right. I'll settle down.
That's what we call a tease in the business, John.
That's a tease.
And because some of these games got moved to tomorrow, we will not get the final pairings until sometime tomorrow evening.
And I think Fred and Dave aren't happy about that.
Joe Mercado is trying to do a bunch of rough math tonight to figure it all out. So 3rd and 11 for Musselman at its own 28-yard line. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Miller's in the gun, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Drops straight back, looks to throw over the middle. He's got a man, and it's incomplete. Corday Bunny got behind the safety, but the pass just a little too far out in front of the intended receiver. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, had to get a step on him. We don't see that very often, but he got behind Blunt. A good pass, and he's off to the races.
Interesting call here. You would think you would punt, but Musselman's down 21-0 here late in the second quarter.
Well, I got to believe this is a punt.
Well, you have to play it as if it's not. Miller is in a deep shotgun. Trip receiver is wide right, 4th and 11, and, well, it was going to be a punt. Early movement by one of those receivers on the far side. So it's going to be 4th and 16. I don't know if it's the weather, but it's been, as far as penalties go, a little bit of a sloppy first half.
Yeah, it looks more like week 1 than week 11.
So move the football back to the 23-yard line. Morgantown still guarding against a fake. Miller will take the snap. Quick kick. Nobody back to receive it. So this is going to get a Musselman bounce at the 43 and roll dead at the 38 of Morgantown. 3:35 to go. First half. Morgantown 21, Musselman nothing.
Yeah, a lot of time on the clock for Morgantown. Can do whatever they want. They could go into a 2-minute offense if they want. All 3 of their timeouts in their pocket, so a lot of time to extend this lead.
So Twig in the gun. Trip receivers go wide right, 1 left. You got Owen Young, Jaden Smalls, and Blunt. Trip receivers to the near side. Quick swing pass to the near side. That is Smalls on the catch. Couple of blockers in front of him. He gets upfield, and he's off to the races. Here goes Smalls across midfield. Inside the 30, the 20, the 10. Smalls, touchdown, Morgantown. Jaden Smalls on a quick screen pass to the near side does the rest. And the Mohegans are rolling with 3:23 to go in the first half.
Yeah, once again, just get the ball into your athlete's hands. That time gets into the small. Like I say, they're playing man. So if your wide receivers can take care of their man and block them like they did on that play, opportunities for big plays, Morgantown gets another.
Jaden Smalls, 4 catches, 2 touchdowns, 114 yards receiving here in the first half. And Aiden Petsko will attempt the extra point. Out of the hold of Hennigy. And Josh Armentrout was trying to get a head start.
He'd have blocked it.
Sure. Came crashing through the middle of the line there.
He might have caught the snap. Now
So
the question is, are we going to take the penalty and go for 2? Probably not. But
I'd say decline it and kick it. Or move up a yard and a half.
Or move up a yard and a half.
You told me the rain was going to slack off. It has not yet,
It
John.
is not.
It has picked up once more.
The radar lied. Wasn't me.
Or the weatherman did, which was you.
Which was me.
So Petsko on to attempt the extra point. It was a bad snap behind Hennege. Now Hennege just throws it up into the air, and ball's loose on the turf. Somebody picked it up, got it into the end zone. That's a 2-point conversion. It was one of the linemen who came up with a loose football, trying to get the number on him because, well, all the linemen are celebrating. I think that was Drew Stahara. So the snap was behind him. Be appreciated.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think Beiser's buying whatever the officials are selling.
No, yeah, he's like, no, you missed that one, guys. That one's wrong. Yeah, they can.
So take the 2 points off the board, and it's 27-0. Jaden Smalls, though, John, what a first half for him. Over 100 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns, and he found an extra gear on that one.
He can cause some damage when he can get in the open field. Well, we got no explanation, but one of the officials said it was good, but somebody must have said it. Well, the white cap must have said it was bad.
All you got to do is tell me. Appreciate it. Morgantown will pop it short, and a fair catch called for and made over on the far side by Musselman's Nathaniel Barra. So 27-0. Morgantown has the lead. 3:22 to go in the first half.
Well, Morgantown's defense, I said they had 335 scored. They didn't tell me they were going to score in one play. So if Morgantown's defense can get a stop and give the offense another opportunity.
Single wing formation. Over on the far side, this drive starting at the 42. Low snap, fielded, and picking his way through the middle is Jaden Ryan. He'll get to the 45 and 46-yard line.
Musselman back to their base offense after trying to throw a couple in the last series.
Gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 for Musselman at the Morgantown 46-yard line. Under 3 to go, 27-0 Morgantown. Well, now they put 2 points back on the board. I have no idea what the score is. Will somebody find out? Morgantown's up. It's all that matters. Low snap, bobbled on the ground, and Musselman will fall on top of the loose ball back at the 41.
I'm with you because Beiser was not happy. I'm confused. I'm as confused as anything.
And again, the officials have never gave an indication or an explanation. It's not as though they have a microphone on and can tell everybody. So back to football up. Morgantown's either up 27-0 or 29-0.
That microphone's actually working too, by the way.
3rd and 11 back at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard loss on the fumble. Ryan moves into position. Miller takes the snap, fakes the handoff, drops back, looks to throw, trying to set up a screen to the near side. Morgantown has it sniffed out. Good read and an open field tackle by Zayden Lockett, the senior, coming into the game with 33 stops on the year. It's a gain of maybe a half yard. It'll be 4th and long with under 2 to go here in the first half.
Yeah, it was a great read by Lockett. Kind of snuck around the defender, was able to get in there and sniff it out and create a little gain, and now we got another 4th and 11. And I'm surprised Morgantown doesn't drop somebody back, but
well, Egan's just playing straight up defense here on 4th and 11. Miller takes the snap, dropped it. He's in trouble now. Being chased in the backfield, trying to get to the outside. Won't do it. Pulled down from behind. And the Mohegans going to get the ball back. Carson Lahoon making the tackle for Morgantown. And the Mohegans will get it back on downs with 1:10 to go. And Morgantown's been able to score on 2 straight plays.
Yeah, might be 3 here because they've short field, minute 28, 2 timeouts. With man coverage on anybody, if they can give Twig time. All kinds of options here with a short field.
Twig's in the gun. Thompson to his left. Twins go left, 1 receiver right. Lockett motions in the backfield, fake the handoff. Twig drops back to throw. He's got all kinds of time, no pressure. Now he'll feel the rush. Twig will take off. Burst through a couple of defenders, dragging a man across the first down marker inside the 25 and down to the 24. It'll be a first down for the Mohegans, but a flag is down. I thought I saw a flag come down. Maybe not.
No, Morgantown called timeout.
I just kind of got used to it here in the first half.
Yeah. I was looking for it. I was like, okay, where's it at?
So down to the 23, the run stands, and Morgantown's in position to pounce again with 58 seconds to go here in the first half.
It's amazing the amount of tackles that Twig breaks. You think you're going to get him, and he gets away from him, steps out of it, and keeps going.
15-yard gain by Twig, who now has 58 yards rushing on 7 carries here in the first half.
Well, see what Coach Beiser wants to do here. Lots of options. He's got 1 timeout left with I don't know what's on the clock. 58.3. All right.
58 seconds left. I think Morgantown has 2 timeouts.
No, they called 1 on the kickoff, and they called 1 there.
Oh, yeah, they did. You're right. Thank you. Well, I wasn't sure what was going on with the kickoff. We still don't know what the real score is. We think it's 29-0. Twig's in the gun, 2 receivers to the right. Smalls is the slot receiver that way. Owen Young is the wideout. 2 receivers to the left, George and Blunt, with Thompson in the backfield. Blunt comes in motion. Twig takes the snap. Time to throw. Looking for his man. Down in the end zone. The pass is up and incomplete. The intended receiver over on the far side was Tanzer George. Tight coverage by the Applemen. It'll be second down.
Yeah, George was the only one who really had a chance for it, trying to get back, and the defender wasn't looking, but
breaks a streak of 5 straight completions by Maddox Twig. 2nd and 10. 52 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Twig takes the shotgun snap, looking to throw again. This time the pressure gets through. He'll roll to the right, flag down, fires over the middle, and it's incomplete. Pass defended by Jaden Ryan, and there's probably a hold at the back at around the 29-yard line. Josh Armentrout, the senior defensive end, got pulled to the ground. I'm going to go on the junior lineman, Cole Park. Another big holding penalty. That's at least 4 here in the first half.
Yeah, that's still the biggest concern. Last week and then into this week.
So 10-yard penalty. Backs the football up to the 32-yard line. 46 seconds to go. Morgantown trying to add to the lead. 2 tights and a stick eye, and here we got another penalty.
Please don't tell me number 86 lined up offsides. They did.
He's 6'3", and I don't know how. He's dead even with the hips of the tackle.
I didn't hear the number.
So it's now here. This is like the first drive of the first half. Morgantown's backed all the way up to the 38-yard line. 2 tights and a stick eye. Twig takes the snap to give us to Thompson. He'll go right tackle, and he's cut under as he gets to the 36-yard line. Picks up a couple, and Sean Beiser may just want to get to the locker room. And now one of the Mohegans is down over on the far side. That's one of their offensive linemen, and that is an area Morgantown can ill afford any major injuries.
Yeah, backside of the play, too. Not sure what would have happened.
Yeah, the play was going over right tackle, and that's over on the left side. That looks like it's one of the Morgantown tackles there. Now that group has been piecemealed together a little bit this year. You lost Connor Mott in game 1. He was expected to be left tackle. And Morgantown's had to shuffle a couple of things around this year on this offensive line. They've done a great job for the most part this year.
Yeah, they've plugged some people in, plugged some of the young guys in, and they've done all right. But as you say, they're thin. There's a good sign.
That is the guard, Cole Park. And not able to put any weight on that left leg as he will get some assistance to the sidelines.
He was one of those that was hurt, banged up earlier in the year, right?
Yeah, he missed a game earlier this year. They had to put in junior Alex Harris, who got his first start against Martinsburg, of all teams. So it was Grant Robinson that got that spot start. He comes in at right guard for the Mohegans. It's 3rd and long. Morgantown, with a half minute to go in the first half, lines up 2 tights and a stick guy. Turn and give it to Thompson. Thompson will go left side, and we'll throw another penalty flag. Why not? Right at the middle of the pile.
Well, that's going to be holding. You would think, coming from the referee from behind into the middle of the pile.
Morgantown just wants to get to the locker room at this point, John.
Well, they don't have to run a play. Oh. Chop block. Oh.
So that is a chop block on the defense. Colton Shelton, the middle linebacker. Well, this changes the calculus just a tad, as the 15-yard penalty brings the football up or down to the 18-yard line. It's 3rd down once again. 27 seconds remain. Morgantown has a timeout. You got a full house backfield and more whistles.
And he started the clock, and now he...
So Twig under center. Everybody's in the box. Thompson gets the carry. He'll pick his way across the line to the right side. He's down near the line to gain. Needed the 13. He'll be just shy. It'll be 4th and less than a yard. And the clock never rolled. We've got something around 22 seconds left. Morgantown may just get to the locker room here. Up by 4 touchdowns.
I would guess he's going to call a timeout and try a field goal.
You think so? Well, that seems to be as Beiser standing right next to the official on the far side. The clock ticks down. 4, 3, 2, timeout.
Well, and we didn't stop the clock. Everybody in the place knew what was going on.
Mercy.
Please put 1.8 seconds.
So Kelton Blunt with a touchdown run. Maddox Twig with a touchdown run. Jaden Smalls, 2 touchdown receptions here in the first half as Morgantown up 3 touchdowns. Everybody's sticking with that 29-0 score, so I'm going to go off that, John, and assume that 2-point conversion was good.
I would say it was, since nobody
seems to be complaining about those 2 points.
2 seconds on the clock.
So Aiden Petsko will get an opportunity. Petsko's 2 for 2 on field goal attempts this year. His long is 32. This would be 31, just about dead straight on. There is a breeze blowing. Hennigy the holder, and Caden Tolliver is the snapper. Snap is back. Hennigy couldn't handle it. Ball's loose, and that's how the first half will end. A sloppy first half, a lot of penalties, and a few big plays. Morgantown with 2 touchdown passes to Jaden Smalls. Kelton Blunt with a touchdown run. Maddox Twig with a touchdown run. And we go to the locker room. Morgantown 29, Musselman, nothing. You're listening to Mohegan Football on the voice of Morgantown, WAJR.
Without further delay, we would like to recognize the following Morgantown High School band class of 2025 seniors. Excuse me, class of 2026 seniors. Head Majorette, Rachel Kovac. Field Commander, Paige Hetrick. Co-Presidents, Avery Householder and Bella Casto. Corresponding Secretary, Claire Cooper. Recording Secretary, Historian and Section Leader, Callie Bright. Treasurer, Historian and Section Leader, Miley Dong. Historian, Walter McKay. Historian, Zadie Benke. Historian, Emily Moore. Anthony Brumbaugh. Abby Kimball. Section Leader, Avery Tanner. Bridget Wilson. Clifton Shreve. Connor Glass. Section Leader, Eli Sapple. Ember Lyons. Evan McConnell. Hunter McDonald. Isabel Miller. Jacob Latucci. Jocelyn Welch. John Jansen. Julie Moore. Maggie Davis. Nathan Lynn. Section leader, Nathan Yoakum. Reese Revold. Section leader, Rowan Everett. Section leader, Ryan Lemley. Ryan Price. Shay Lingo. Section leader, Stella Harfler. Tay Kaufman. Section leader, Sarah Calais. Again, thank you for your dedication to our program. The traditions and memories you've made will last a lifetime. And now, to conduct the Morgantown High School alma mater, head majorette, Rachel Kovac. choreographer is Tyra Tolliver, assisted by Caleb Wardonia. Our percussion staff is Ethan Host, Tyler Elliott, Ty Smoganoff, and Elijah Hall. Let's go, Mohegan!
Struggling with high school? The Mountaineer Challenge Academy in Kingwood and Montgomery provides the structure to help you succeed. You can earn your high school diploma in 22 weeks. Call us today or visit wvchallenge.org.
Notifications, emails, texts. These are all distractions. They take your attention away from the road, away from stoplights, sudden braking, and unexpected hazards. Distracted driving is dangerous to you and others. And if you're caught with a phone in your hand, it will cost you a minimum of $100, or even worse, it could cost a life. Keep yourself and others safe on the road. Put the phone away or pay. This message is brought to you by the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
Domino's is spicing things up with 2 new specialty pizzas featuring our new hot honey sauce.
Our hot honey pizza is topped with red pepper flakes, sliced Italian sausage, jalapenos, and onions.
The sweet heat pizza features slices of Italian sausage, green peppers, and onions.
Both are drizzled with our signature hot honey sauce.
Hot honey, it brings the heat.
Sweet heat, the perfect balance of spice and sweet.
2 bold new flavors, available for a limited time at Gino's Pizza and Spaghetti House.
Big this fall with GoMart. Every Saturday through the end of October, GoMart Rewards members earn triple points on all purchases. And while you rack up on rewards points, be sure to scan the QR code in store for more ways to win. Each scan is a chance to score the ultimate tailgating package with a $200 GoMart gift card, tailgating supplies, and more. GoMart is your hookup for the football season. Visit the GoMart app or gomart.com to learn more. GoMart is the official convenience store of WVU Athletics.
What we do here is more than just a job. We make a lasting impact every day. The architecture, engineering, and field services professionals at Thrasher are providing the know-how to make projects successful. Whether you're just starting out or looking to advance, you'll find career paths that align with your goals and a company that's committed to your growth. At Thrasher, it's more than just another day on the job. It's the foundation for a better tomorrow.
Nothing quite like a homemade meal from Tudor's Biscuit World. We use real buttermilk to craft our delicious biscuits, one batch at a time, and serve them with our signature platters. Here, you'll taste the freshness in every bite. From our classic breakfast sandwiches to favorites like our breakfast wraps, every meal brings a taste of simpler times. Whether it's tailgating or an office event, let Tudor's do the cooking. Visit tudorscatering.com for all your catering needs.
Everything begins with water. From our cool mountain springs to the winding streams working their way through the hills and into our rivers. Just like water, progress starts small with a vision, a plan, and an impactful project. Because when we invest in the foundation, we build stronger communities. The Thrasher Group. Building stronger communities together with you.
Back and better than ever. Experience the excitement and creativity at the 23rd Annual Refashion.
And we knew when we got to that middle part of the schedule, we'd really find out what they had and where they were. And, they came through that with flying colors. Yeah, they lost the last one to Martinsburg, but They had lots of people that were hurt. They were kind of beat up going into that, and then they played with them the first half, and it was over there. And the good news is we go through this, and as everything falls how we think it's going to fall, the only time they're going to have to play one of those two teams would be in Charleston. I got that right, by the way.
Well done. Morgantown holds on to this game. They will not be leaving the friendly confines of Pony Lewis Field for the duration of the playoffs. But still a second and a half to go here. Morgantown up 29-0. Jaden Smalls, couple of touchdown catches. He's over 100 yards receiving in the first half. Maddox Twig, a touchdown run. Kelton Blunt with his first touchdown run of the season coming in the first quarter as well. All right, second half, John. You want the defense, and I like the defense coming out for Morgantown to start the third quarter. This has really been the unit that set the tone all season.
Yeah, it really has. And, they've done a good job tonight. They've given up the one big run. Their biggest thing has been penalties, but they've been able to create some turnovers, giving the offense the ball back. So I agree with you. It'll be good to see them start off, probably give the offense good field position, and then I would think tonight there might be a pretty quick hook because, next week game, you're going to be, we don't do odds and stuff, but whoever you play next week, you're going to be extremely favored over. You've got a week and a half to get some people good and healthy and some bumps and bruises and that kind of stuff. So I could see a quick hook tonight here.
Dave Wilson, John Hallbritter with you on WAJR here in Morgantown. Also on the Metro News TV app tonight, working with the best in the business, the Press Box 4 crew, handling the video side of things. Aiden Petsko has it teed up. He'll kick right to left. Demarion Warren is back deep to return for the Appleman. Petsko puts a foot into it. Warren will let this sail over his head and through the end zone for a touchback. So Musselman will try to get the offense going, and it's been tough sledding for this single wing team as Morgantown's defense came into the game allowing just 72 yards rushing per game and under 3 yards an attempt coming into the game tonight.
Yeah, it's a difficult matchup for Musselman against this defense, and it makes it even harder when you're really one-dimensional.
So Miller will be in the shotgun. He'll send a couple of receivers out to the right, one left on first down. Miller takes the shotgun snap, looking to throw, but penalty flags will stop it before we get underway. So we pick up right where we left off.
I was going to say, nothing changed.
Procedure going to be against Musselman.
Except they weren't going to throw the ball.
Well, at this point, you're down 29-0, and Brian Thomas knows the reality of the situation is he doesn't have time for long drives, and quite frankly, the Morgantown defense has been stout at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, but he's playing next week too, so maybe you need to build on something.
So Miller's in the gun. Twin receivers go right, one receiver left on 1st and 15 now. Shotgun snap. Miller looking near side. Pass batted down at the line of scrimmage. Alex Harris, the defensive end, gets his big paw up in the air. Second down.
Yeah, Jaden Smalls was all over that, though. It would be interesting because he was making a break for the ball.
Harris, 27 tackles on the year, a sack, and bats that pass down. 2nd and 15 from the 15. Receivers, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side, with Miller in the shotgun. Bring a man in motion. Bunny across the formation. They'll give it to him on the jet sweep. He tries to get turned upfield, and he is turned away. Got a yard, maybe. Kane Williams in on another tackle for the Mohegans. It'll be 3rd and long.
Yeah, as we said, once again, difficult situation for Musselman. Not built for this kind of yardage.
Gain of 2 for Bunny. It'll be 3rd and 13. 2 receivers to the near side. Bunny is in the slot. Warren goes wide left. Miller's in the shotgun with Lewis blocking back in front of him. 3rd and long. Morgantown showing like it'll come with some pressure, and whistles will stop the play. Delay of game on the offense. Mercy. A lot of penalties in this game tonight.
Week 1.
Quit counting a long time ago, by the way.
Don't blame you. I've lost track.
So 3rd and 22 now. Two receivers to the near side. Tristan Burleson is the wide receiver. Bunny is in the slot. Warren goes to the left side.
It's delay a game again.
All right. 5 more yards. But it's a 25-second clock, and it starts as soon as they set that ball. You'd think they'd be ready. It's the same play call as the previous 2 plays. All right, play clock's running. Miller's in the gun. It's 3rd and mile now. Here comes the Morgantown blitz. Miller takes the snap, rolling right. He's under pressure, and he'll throw it straight in the ground. That's... nope. All right. Well, are they going to talk about it?
They're going to talk about it.
He was going to be sacked at the 3-yard line and threw it straight into the ground.
There was a receiver.
That's your story. Stick to it, John.
It was close enough that I didn't go too crazy.
The pressure got there immediately. Offense will stay on the field, but this has been the punt formation for Musselman tonight. Just a quick hit. Morgantown will stay in its base defense. Nobody back deep to return. Miller has the punt blocked. It goes out of the back of the end zone. It was Zavon Shipman coming through the line. He blocks the punt out the back of the end zone. Well, Zavon Shipman's done a little bit of everything on this Morgantown defense, and you can add a punt block to the list now.
And 2 points. He took his time waiting to punt it, and Shipman came up through the inside.
Zavon Shipman, 290-pound senior. 7.5 tackles for loss this year, 4.5 sacks, and a punt block now to his credit.
Looked like a volleyball block. The ball went right straight back down.
Well, we've seen a little bit of everything tonight. Zavon Shipman. Boy, we have had an opportunity, John. I remember 3 years ago when he was a sophomore. He was starting to kind of work his way in the lineup late in the year, and you and I looked at each other then and went, this kid has an opportunity to really be a great ball player. And he's evolved into a great defensive lineman for Morgantown.
Yeah, he really has. And I thought tonight with all those backup centers in front of him that he would do something big tonight.
Indeed he has. And he got a punt block right there. So free kick coming up for Musselman. They'll tee it up. And just the second time tonight, Musselman has kicked off. Again, no Carter Cooper tonight. He is out of the lineup, so Jaden Smalls is back deep to return. You've also got Zayden Lockett and Owen Young. So free kick from the 20. Eric Hugas will kick it away. He approaches and kicks it high and deep, and it will be Lockett from the 24. Lockett up across the 30, 35, 40, and he gets tripped up just shy of midfield, and he was a step away from taking that one all the way.
Yep, little shoestring tackle there to get him, or he was out.
Morgantown with the football, leading 31-0. They'll start this drive at its own 49-yard line.
Now this is also where coaches like to take a shot, but I don't know, being up 31-0 where Coach Bosler would do that, but sometimes they like to go vertical here.
Well, the rain, by the way, has quit here at Pony Lewis. Blunt in motion, the H-back right to left. Twig takes the shotgun snap. Under pressure, steps up in the pocket. Now rolling left, looking across the middle of the field. Zips it downfield, has Young at the 32. Young taking a couple of tacklers across the numbers at the 30, and he's down to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, good job by Twig as he felt a little pressure, rolled out to his left and kept his eyes downfield, able to connect. .24-yard pass play.
Twig to Young for the second time tonight. First and 10 for the Mohegans. Shotgun snap back to Twig. Rolling right, still looking for a receiver, still looking near side. The pass nearly intercepted. Making a break on the ball was Jaden Ryan, incomplete. And a penalty flag down way downfield around the 5-yard line.
Well, that's got to be on the defense.
One would think. Defensive holding on the cornerback Devin Lewis. A 10-yard penalty. And Morgantown will have a first down at the 17-yard line. Mohegans looking to add to a 31-0 lead. 10:23 to go. Third quarter. Trip receivers right, one into the boundary. Twig takes the shotgun snap. Looking right, looking for Blunt. Has him out in the far flat at the 15. Blunt ahead to the 10, down to the 9. Gain of 8.
Yeah, just send the two straight down the field and then come back up underneath. A little out route.
First catch for Blunt tonight. Second and 2, just inside the 10-yard line. Twig with a power pistol look in the backfield. Thompson with the carry going right side. First down, close to it, down around the 8-yard line.
I know what that is. Holding.
That is on Carson Keeling, the upback. So bring it back. I'll do it again. That's holding number 5?
At least.
Or 6.
I lost track.
So that brings the football out beyond the 15. Put it down back around where the original line of scrimmage was. Near the 19-yard line. So third and call it 11 now for the Mohegans. Take the touchdown off the board. Twig motions the H-back right to left, 3 receivers left. Twig takes the snap, rolls to the near side, looking downfield, nothing there. He'll take off and run. Jukes a man at the 15, dives forward down around the 13-yard line. It'll be fourth down, and we'll see if Coach Beiser wants to give Aiden Petsko an opportunity here.
It stopped raining, but I think with the wet ball and the extra point fail and the field goal fail, I think he'll go for it.
So the ball is at the 13. It's 4th and 5. Twig looking to throw. Right side. Fires incomplete. Was looking for Owen Young on the out route. And Morgantown will turn it over on downs here in the third quarter. 8:33 to go, third quarter. Mohegans are up 31-0.
Yeah, tough pass to complete as he's rolling to his right, throws it, misses his target, and turnover on downs.
And a touchdown off the board on a holding penalty.
That's 3 in 2 weeks at least.
It's 2 tonight.
4 in 2 weeks.
So Musselman will go back to the single wing formation after trying to throw it on the first possession of the second half. The snap, and straight up the middle goes the ball carrier. Maybe 2. Shelton on the carry for Musselman, getting up off the bottom of that pile. Tough sledding for Shelton tonight. 8 carries, 18 yards.
Yeah, I know they're missing their center and their best rusher, but this is a very ineffective offense tonight.
Owen Boyce, the starting center, was out to start the game. Fernando Ramirez, his backup, was injured in the first half. 2nd and 8. Single wing look. Shelton will get the snap. They'll run a little option to the far side. Morgantown sniffs it out quickly. Lahoon and Williams there on the stop. Couple of yards on the pickup, and it's third and very manageable here. About 4 yards to go for a first down. 3rd and 4. Ball on the 20. Need to get nearly to the 24 for a first down. Ryan is in the backfield along with Miller. Play clock is at 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. They just get the snap off. Miller takes the snap, rolling right, looking to throw, and there's nobody there. He was under pressure again. Kane Williams on the pressure along with Reese Wells. Throws the ball away, 4th down.
Yeah, interesting call, but pressure was immediate.
Reese Wells on the pressure. 3 quarterback hurries, had a season-high 10 tackles in the win over Wheeling Park. So Shelton will line up in a more, well, it's still not a punt formation, but he's about 8 yards deep. Takes the snap, kicks it quickly. Morgantown has nobody back to return. And this is angled toward the sidelines. Takes a Musselman bounce, checks up, rolls inside the 40, and out of bounds at the 38-yard line. 6:53 to go, 3rd quarter. Morgantown 31-0 leads Musselman.
That was a different punter, though. That time went with the left-footed punter.
Well, Morgantown turned it over on downs after it had another touchdown taken off the board because of a penalty on its previous drive. And, well, the rain's back.
Rain's back. Yeah, it is.
Twig in the gun, Twins to his right. One receiver the other direction. They'll swing it out to the near side. Smalls makes the catch. Here goes Smalls, stiff arm at the 45. Jaden Smalls across midfield and finally run out of bounds at the Musselman 45-yard line.
Yeah, back to the touchdown play. Just get it in Smalls' hands, get some blocking downfield.
A 17-yard pickup. Smalls, 5 catches, well over 100 yards receiving tonight. 1st and 10 at the Musselman 45-yard line. Twig in the gun, Twins right, one left. Thompson is in the backfield. Shotgun snap. Twig looking to throw. Nobody to throw to. He'll take off and run. Another penalty flag flies. And Twig wiggles his way to the 40-yard line, but that's coming back.
Would you like to guess what that call is?
No. Cole Park, by the way, who was shaken up in the first half, back in the lineup on that Morgantown offensive line. They'll call that on Blake Buffington.
That was right in front of us. I wasn't trying to watch. I don't.
Well, okay. We'll discuss.
We'll discuss.
So 1st and 20, ball back to the Morgantown 45-yard line.
By the way, when we played Martinsburg, their wide receivers held on every play. In case you were interested.
I do recall, and the rain has picked up again. Twigs in the gun, 3 receivers wide right, 1 into the boundary. Musselman showing blitz, man in the neutral zone, and we will have another penalty.
We maybe have more penalties this half than we do first downs.
I am sure we have more penalties than first downs. So move it up 5 to midfield. Into the boundary is Tanzer George. You got Jaden Smalls and Owen Young wide right. Lockett is the H-back left as the rain is pouring on Pony Lewis. Lockett motions behind Twig, goes out to the right. Twig takes the snap, drops straight back, looking to throw. He's looking down the middle of the field. He's got his man. He's got Owen Young for the touchdown. 50-yard touchdown strike. 3rd touchdown pass tonight for Maddox Twig. And Morgantown increases its lead, 37-0.
Yeah, really good throw. The ball was really wet and slippery. You could see it as he went to throw it. He almost lost it. Was still able to get enough on it, deliver it to Owen, and pick up a touchdown on.
Owen Young with his first touchdown reception of the year. In a driving rainstorm as well. Aiden Petsko on for the extra point. Low snap, and Petsko's kick is up and good. Good hold that time by Hennigy. 5:27 to go, 3rd quarter. All Morgantown tonight. Mohegans up 38-0. Back to Pony Lewis Field in a moment. on the voice of Morgantown, WAJR. On 11 of 13, and John, the Mohegans are rolling.
They've got it going, and once again, they've been able to, it's the competition's allowed them to get away with all these holding penalties, and they're scoring touchdowns on 3rd and long, but that's both good and bad. You can do that tonight, but you're not going to be able to do that when you play somebody really good.
The kick is away, and it's raining as hard as it has rained all night tonight. Ball wobbles around, finally picked up by Ryan, and he's going to be dropped shy of the 15-yard line. Didn't you tell me he was going to slack off?
I don't.
It did for about 10 minutes. You're good on spotting the ball, not so much on the weather forecasting this year.
Well, not tonight. Well, it's been easy this year. It's my first game for this, It's like I don't have any experience this year.
Shout out to the Press Box 4 production team. Camera guys, if you're watching on the Metro News TV app, they are braving the elements. We're cozy. It's warm and dry where we are, and it is raining hard here at Pony Lewis Field. So Musselman with the football again, starting this drive at its own 14-yard line. In the shotgun, snap back, trying to run it up the middle is Shelton. Shelton gets a stiff arm. He turns the corner. Shelton coming up the near sideline. He's across the 35 and 40. Shelton in the Morgantown territory, finally run out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. First time tonight that Colton Shelton has been able to get that edge, and he turns the corner, takes it all the way down to the Morgantown 36-yard line.
Yeah, did a nice job. He's got around the corner. I wasn't sure he was going to get there. Not sure why he went out, but didn't think we had the angle on him, but good run for Musselman to get them in Morgantown territory.
The 49-yard run by Colton Shelton. So spot the ball down on the Morgantown 36. Slow snap picked up by Miller, and he is gobbled up by Zavon Shipman. Reese Wells there as well. That's going to be a loss back to the 41. Loss of 5. Well, 10 carries, 72 yards for Shelton. Go ahead.
Well, we knew he didn't score on that play. We knew it's still going to be tough for them to get in the end zone. Now they're back to 2nd and 15, which is hard.
Give the run by Jaden Ryan, and he'll get a couple to the 43. 4th down.
At this point in time, you got to think Musselman will go for this.
4 carries, 28 yards for Ryan tonight. Still 4th and 17 to go. 3.5 minutes to play, 3rd quarter. Morgantown's up 38-0. Clock's going to roll when we get into the 4th quarter. Musselman will send 3 receivers right. Miller is in the gun. He left early. There's the flag. I mean, it was that obvious. 5-yard penalty. 4th and 22 coming up. A lot of flags tonight. And that is something. I mean, laughing about it now. Morgantown has got to get the penalties cleaned up.
Yep.
Like you talked about. Maybe not next week, because you're probably going to get a team. You're probably going to get a 2-win team next week. But you start talking about facing a Spring Mills or a Jefferson, possibly even University, depending on where they slot in the final seedings in those quarterfinal and semifinal rounds. If you can get that far, penalties are going to kill you. So Miller on 4th and a mile, drops back, looks to throw, and he's pulled down by Reese Wells. Comes up to make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. Another turnover on downs. Morgantown gets it back with 2:43 to go in the third, leading 38-0.
Yeah, good open field tackle by Wells. Got the pressure from his teammates and then was able to come up and make the open field tackle, and Morgantown will get another shot on offense.
Young and Smalls are split into the boundary. Power pistol with Keeling. The up back to the left of Twig. Thompson will line up behind Maddox Twig. Now Keeling moves over to the right side. Ball on the near hash. 1st and 10 at the 48. It'll be Keeling on the carry, and the fullback powers across midfield down to the 49.
Good solid gain by Keeling.
First carry tonight for Carson Keeling. Keeling had 4 carries, 21 yards last week in the Mohawk Bowl. 2nd and 7. Twins right, power pistol in the backfield again. Keeling will get another carry, and he will bowl his way down to the 46-yard line, gain 3 more.
He might get a few more opportunities.
Under 2 to go here in the third. 38-0 Morgantown. Maddox Twig, 256 yards passing. 3 touchdowns, 2 of those to Jaden Smalls, which were swing passes out in the flat, and Smalls did the rest. 3rd and 3. Twins right, power pistol, tied into the left. Hard count. Looked like Musselman got an early start, but Thompson is able to bull his way down near the line to gain around the 43-yard line, and here's a late flag.
Now that's going to be unsportsmanlike on Musselman, so whether it's a first or not, it's not going to matter.
Smalls was short by about a half a yard. The officials with a conversation about which way to assess this penalty. And it will be on Zach Miller of the Musselman Appleman. 15-yard penalty. Morgantown has the first down with under 90 seconds to go here in the third.
Yeah, it wasn't too hard to figure out who it was on. I don't know what they had to talk about.
Down to the 27-yard line. Thompson, 10 carries, 51 yards tonight. He is the deep back in the power pistol. He'll get another carry as the snap comes back to Twig. Hand it to Thompson. He'll get a couple.
I'd like to get this thing into the third, and I'd like to bring a JV in. There.
Nope, not yet, John.
Not yet. I'd like to get. I think about Jaden Daniels and that kind of stuff. Like, you know, let's get him out.
Boy, talk about bringing up some bad karma.
I know, man, but I want to get him out. We got bigger plans.
2nd and 9 after the 1-yard gain. Blunt motions left right. He'll get a carry, running the jet sweep to the far side. Gets away from one tackler, but not the second. Colton Shelton makes the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 9 with under 30 to go now here in the third quarter. Morgantown does not need to run a play. Morgantown will not run a play. We'll go to the fourth quarter. Morgantown leading Musselman 38-0. Mohegans looking to lock down the number 1 seed in Class 4A. Mohegans 38, Musselman nothing. You're listening to Mohegan Football as we head to the fourth quarter on the voice of Morgantown, WAJR. Morgantown's going to go for it here on 4th and 10 at the Musselman 28-yard line. Clock's rolling, by the way. We're into that rolling fourth quarter clock, so incomplete pass is not going to stop anything. Morgantown trying to convert here on 4th down. Twig in the gun. Twins to either side. Takes the shotgun snap, looking to the near side. Fires, passes through the hands of Kelton Blunt. Incomplete. And Morgantown will turn it over on downs for the second time here in the second half.
Yeah, a couple of easy passes. It really should have been caught, but let's say the ball's a little heavier and wet.
Musselman will get it back. 11:03 to go. Down 38-0.
Yeah, we got some new clean jerseys in there. Not all of them, but
not a lot. Brandon McCutcheon is into the ball game in the secondary.
Yeah, not much.
And still got that starting defensive front up there as well. So one clean jersey into the game. Shelton will carry straight up the middle, and Shelton powers his way out across the 36 or to the 36-yard line. Gain of 8. I think they call that wish casting, John.
Yes. I think you're right.
And McCutcheon's been in there most of the night. Now, there's obviously no Twig, no Thompson, no Zayden. Take that back. Zayden Lockett is in the ball game. 2nd and 2 for the Applemen. Snap on the ground. Ryan will pick it up, and then he is swallowed. Ball comes out again. But I think they're going to whistle that play dead. The Ryan was wrapped up and in the grasp. Will lose 4 yards, and it's going to be 3rd down. Back to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, they've had trouble handling that several times tonight. Been low snaps.
That's what, 3 fumbles?
At least, yeah.
Well, 4. They lost 1. 3 that they did not lose. So 3rd and call it 6 yards to go for the Applemen. Snap goes to the up back Lewis, and Morgantown was ready for it. Swallowed up by the defensive front. Kane Williams in on another tackle. He missed a couple of games, John. Morgantown defensive coordinator Adam King happy to have him back. Chase Travis in on the stop as well.
Yeah, allowed him to put his best players back in their normal positions. Showed up last week and this week, that it's made a difference.
Gain 2 to the 34. It's 4th down. Snap will go to Miller. He'll fake the handoff, trying to run around the edge. And here comes McCutcheon up to make the tackle in the backfield. Drops him at the 30-yard line, and another turnover on downs. Morgantown will have it 1st and 10 inside Musselman territory. 8:47 to go. Mohegans leading 38-0.
Yeah, shows that these corners tackle really well. Another open field tackle right there.
Ball is down at the 29. Clock starts. Starter still in there for the Mohegans. Twig at quarterback. Thompson off his right hip. 1st down and 10 from the 29. Swing it out to the near side. It's Smalls. He breaks the first tackle and gets ahead to the 25. Gain of 4.
Yeah, once again, just a quick pass out to Smalls in the flat. Picks up 4.
2nd and 6. Clock moving. Morgantown looking to go 9-1 and be the number 1 seed in the playoffs. Keeling gets the carry, working left side, and he'll get ahead across the 25 down to the 22-yard line. Gain of 3. It'll be 3rd down. So the last time Morgantown finished as the 1 seed, to the best of my research, because even though champs in 2008.
Well, it means a lot to play at home. It's you maybe don't think it's a big deal, but you sleep in your own bed, wake up the next morning, you go through a normal routine, you have to go anywhere.
Another carry for Keeling. He cuts off the left side, the 5. Keeling into the end zone. Touchdown, Carson Keeling. His first touchdown of the season. Comes in the finale against the Applemen, and Morgantown increases the lead 44-0.
Yeah, good job by Keeling. Good cut. Back up inside. Morgantown adds on.
And that is the exclamation mark. Clifton Shreves will attempt the extra points. He and Petsko have traded off kicking duties this year, back and forth. Shreves was the main kicker early in the season. Petsko has been the main place kicker the last 3 or 4 games. Shreves is a righty. 29 of 30 on extra points this year. Snap is back, and his extra point is good. 6:45 to go, 45-0. Morgantown has the lead after a Carson Keeling touchdown run. Keeling just following that offensive line, high and tight, for his first touchdown run of the season.
Well, everything left to do is put a bow on this one.
45-0. And again, we've not talked much about this defense today, John, but Morgantown in position to pitch back-to-back shutouts to end the year. This is a defense that will go into the playoffs giving up less than 10 points per ball game, and it's been steady all year long.
Yeah, it has. Even against, they played very well against Martinsburg, a little beat up. It wasn't until the second half. They got a couple late scores that really didn't show. Other than that, they have been dominant against everybody they've played. And, we saw that in the first couple of weeks. We knew that they were pretty special. When the biggest thing that stood out was how physical they were, particularly the corners and safeties, that they were willing to engage. And we I think we believe, when you're physical like that, the other team gets tired of getting hit. They tend to start shying away from stuff.
Shreves will kick it high and short. And ball is bobbled. It's on the ground. It's loose. And DeMarion Warren will fall on it at about the 26-yard line. They've really taken on, we talk about units and teams taking on the coaches' personalities. Well, I think this team has taken on Sean Beiser's personality, but also the defense. If you spend any time around defensive coordinator Adam King, a standout at Ripley, went on to play at WVU, they act like him, and that is a compliment.
It is, and you're right. They're absolutely have adopted their persona. Last week was a key. They got some locker room stuff to pin up that they thought was in the newspaper that kind of got them going. And doesn't take much to get kids fired up, and particularly when you have coaches like Coach King.
Miller to throw. The ball pops in the air, incomplete, and now you do have a lot of those reserve, in fact, all the reserve defenders into the ball game now for Morgantown here with the final 6:19 to go. Incomplete, second down.
Yeah, lots of clean jerseys. Good to see that. Give them a chance.
Musselman has not completed a pass attempt tonight, 0 for 7. Second and 10, halfway through the fourth quarter. Morgantown going to be 9-1 and your top seed in Class 4A. Miller drops back deep, looking to throw. Floats it down the hash mark. Jump ball in the air, incomplete. Was looking for Bunny. On the coverage for the Mohegans was Nathan Eli. Third down. Well, number 1 seed, you're going to be playing at home. Probably get possibly Buchanan Upshur.
That would be
my guess.
That'd be my guess too.
See how things shake out here.
I don't know who was 17, but I didn't think when I looked, I didn't think anybody could catch them, and I wasn't sure they could move up any.
Third and 10 for Musselman at its own 26-yard line. Miller brings a man in motion right to left. That is Warren. He'll get the carry. Turn up field, and he'll be knocked down. Ball pops free. Another fumble. Ball's loose. There's a scrum. Morgantown thinks it has it. Morgantown does. The Mohegans come away with a football on the recovery. For Morgantown is Landon Cook, a sophomore. Gets the fumble recovery. And I think Grayson Pudelpak got the strip. I believe that was him.
Well, the backups come up with a turnover to add to tonight's total.
So Matthew Hennigy, the senior, in at quarterback. Keeling remains in the backfield. Waylon Callistra is into the ball game. Landon Cook is a receiver. Also, Tion Scott Jr. into the game as a receiver. Musselman jumps off sides. Let's see, who else do we got out there for the Mohegans tonight? Aiden Petsko. No, beg your pardon. Zachary Eastep.
I was like,
That's
really?
not right.
It's like, really?
Zachary Eastep is in as an H-back. Anthony Carr on the offensive line. Grant Robinson is in as a guard. Justin Fridley. I believe that's Luke West at a guard. And we'll get that left tackle here in a moment. Can't quite make out his number. Hennigy's going to let the play clock roll all the way down as Morgantown's down to the 20-yard line here. 1st and 5. Play clock at 10 and 9 and 8. The snap, the give is to Keeling, and Keeling, he has the ball popped free. It's loose down around the 15-yard line. On the recovery, Zach Eastep. Bryson Washington is that other offensive lineman into the game now for Morgantown. So it is a first down to the 15-yard line. We're at 3.5 minutes, and the clock rolls. Hennigy from the shotgun. Another give to Keeling, running off left tackle. Starts left, cuts back toward the middle. He'll get down to the 9-yard line.
And both hands on the ball.
That was probably the last thing to come out of Coach Beiser's mouth. 2 hands on the ball. We're under 3 to go. Morgantown last year hosted a home playoff game. Went to Spring Mills, that talented offensive team, on a cold, windy day after Thanksgiving, because remember, the playoffs started a week late last year.
Yep. And it's still a game we thought without the injury.
A.J. Thomas was injured.
They win that one.
And it just changed the day for the Mohegan offense that day. The give is straight up the middle. On the carry for Morgantown is Cooper Sonato. He's inside the 5. 1st and goal, Mohegans at the 4. 2:13 to go. Sonato, a junior, getting the carry for the Mohegans. 2 minutes to go.
This is
technically, you could just keep taking delays.
This is sometimes where Coach Bosler starts taking knees.
It's 1st and goal, minute 50 to go. Hennigy from the shotgun. Bobbles the snap, picks it up. Give is to Sonato, and he gets maybe a yard. 1:39 to go. So we'll see. We know where Morgantown will be for the duration. We'll find out tomorrow for certain who that opponent will be. And when, well, we'll find out Sunday when that game will be. Could be Friday, could be Saturday. I would imagine it's Friday, but I have been wrong once or twice.
I think the first week you might see Friday, but when you get to the second and third weeks, you might start seeing some Saturdays.
Well, maybe. Remember the 4A championship game, Eastep on the carry, stumbles on the turf, goes down at the line, is at 1 o'clock. I think it's a 1 o'clock start, but it is the first game on Friday.
Oh.
We rotate them now to be fair. So it is 4A, single A, double A, triple A. So you're playing middle of the day, Friday afternoon in Charleston.
There's some people overthinking some things.
Uh-huh.
In the main office.
Victory formation. Hennigy takes the knee, goes down, and that'll do it. A defensive gem by the Mohegans. Musselman cannot dent the scoreboard. Meanwhile, Maddox Twig, 260 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Jaden Smalls, 6 receptions, 135 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And your number 1 seed heading into the Class 4A playoffs, your Morgantown Mohegans. Final score, Morgantown 45, Musselman nothing. Mohegans finish the year 9-1 and will be at Pony Lewis Field throughout the playoffs. Back to Pony Lewis in a moment. This is Morgantown football on the voice of Morgantown, WAJR.
Why would they do that?
I will not say right now.
Okay.
But I got a simple answer for that. All right. Eli will probably take another break because we're going to try to just take this down to 9:30 to get it to Fred and Dave. That's only 10 minutes.